Greetings, mortals. I am Natus, one of the rulers of the underworld, specifically the ruler of Manga Hell. And today we'll be reacting to the newest chapter of One Piece. Chapter 1053, titled The New Emperors. Now, this chapter has actually been out for, I think, 2 weeks at this point, but I'm just getting out now because there were some problems with, videos and all that. But regardless, let's get into it. And also, there's like a bit of different topics, so it's best to have a more constructive, more fit way to deal with it. But regardless, let's get into action. So we start off the reaction with the Marie Joie, where we have. Oh, by the way, there's no cover page because we have a color spread. So yeah. Anyways, we have the ghost is screaming as one was like, "What is that picture doing there? We never had the opportunity to approve this, and I am certain I told you to remove the D off the name." Pretty sure that removing the D will just make it more obvious, dude. And then we have like one Navy guy be like, I never heard that, sir. And the photograph came straight from Gornica of CP0, the guy with the top hat. As we see like a bunch of Navy soldiers like panicking. I'm guessing it's because their ghosts are so screaming that you can actually hear it and think that, right there. So yeah. As then we have this guy, Ghost member who's screaming his ass off, which is the guy with John Moose's back. Reprint them now! Do not let these go out in the world! As then we have this effect, but we can't get in touch with the printing factory! So yeah, I guess they were always predicting they were gonna get their asses scared, so now they're always trying to remove it. As then we cut to where Morgans is doing as the Marines or someone's like, stop the presses at once! As then we see like the news birds as well as I think a few of Morgan's men uh, giving cheering the birds or giving the news. I'm not really sure, like this weird shot as they're Morgan's like, Quah! Just look at the mystical form carrying these fine white folks. The last message sent out by Sifepol after they vanished in Wano was its Big Mom ship. I guess we finally acknowledge the Big Mom pirates are there. And by the sounds of it, it seems like the Big Mom pirates destroyed them as we all knew they would. As they have everyone saying, I won't let them manipulate this narrative at moments like these when the world is in flux. The straight facts are the most fascinating news there is. Maybe we really should fire every single CEO of every single news company in the real world, just have Morgans in there, because God knows he would make it the most fun, exciting story out there. Or at the very least, report on some of the stuff that people are doing. So, yeah. Anyways, then we have Morgan screaming, "There's nothing like a good old live entertainment!" And then we get like a quick shot of people's reactions as we see someone be like, the Emperors of the Sea, Kaido and Big Mom defeated. The shocking news took no time at all to make its way around the world. The two of the emperors who had ruled over the sea for decades toppled in a single night. I mean, yeah, that's more or less true. I blame the terrible structure of the raid. So, anyways, then we get find out some of the news that we get, which is to be fair, very little. Is then we have the caps and they're saying, and upon three pirate captains, Monkey D. Luffy, Eustace Captain Kidd, and Trafalgar Law, the government placed a shocking bounty of 3 billion berries each. As then we see all of their bounties there, as they all have 3 billion each. As we also see that Luffy's wanted poster actually has him in his Gear 5 form. I guess the CPU9 member was the one who actually gave it the picture. Sure, as then we have, yeah, see this, which is, yeah, very exciting. Now, there's some arguments and debates about Luffy, Law, and Kid having the same bounties each because you know how much more Luffy is. And I would just like to say this is why I hate it when story arcs have the main characters do everything, even it's supposed to be a big unition between multiple factions to fit one anime. You always end up with this. If you do not blame these three bounties on the oh no on this, do not blame these bounties on Oda. Blame the fact that he didn't have the Kid Pirates and the Hot Pirates do more in this arc. That's what I would blame personally. That's the problem in this room, if you ask me. So regardless, then we cut to the port where we see Inbi and the ships and all that. As then we have there's like Udon Wano. As there is on the hot pots like boss, 3 billion berries. Whoa, Captain! I'm gonna the Kid Pirates. As then Pooh be like, hey, where'd Kid go? He was in some kind of state. As then I guess they're just gonna like laugh a Pooh to do nothing. Oh my, why is Hawkins getting killed while your Pooh is allowed to just run around normally? Like, seriously, it's not even addressing him now. Kid is even like, the flow capital is my guess. Not surprised you'd have that reaction. As they were selling Kid Parts back, let's go there too, they're having a party to the daily. Perfect, let's celebrate! So yeah, I just gotta leave. I guess Apu to do whatever he wants. I guess I gotta leave now. And then I'll be like, this is gonna be trouble. As we see Bappo in the background with just sparkles in his eyes. As then we cut to the flower capital. As we have like in the castle, one shop like a proof of food, ear, mushroom, and sunflower. For the first try, tofu egg cakes. In a flat bowl, they created lotus root, crispy pickets in the small dish, and for the soul cup. These are extra gas. Everything must be perfect. It's all been mashed, firmed up in hot water, tasted for poison 3 times. And some dinner, and then we have the chef like, and now, I'm proud to serve you esteemed guests and traditional Honzayori meal worthy of the Shogun. Do enjoy! And she's already happy being to show up, but then it turns out that Jim is like the only person there while everyone else is already left the place. As then and we have Joe going, wow, none of them could wait 2 hours, but it looks delicious. I can sense the care you put into it. As then we have just like, so it's lively outside though. So yeah, no, we don't actually see the guy there's reaction there, but I'm just like, completely disappointed. I mean, to be fair, it does make sense why Jimmy would be the one to wait here. I mean, the whole over-the-top celebration supply is not really his thing. Like, I don't see Jimbei dancing around, getting drunk off his ass. I actually do see him, like, properly sitting here, waiting for the meal and eating it. And drinking a bit of sake. I mean, on the bright side, at least they're gonna be covered it all. So yeah, and then we have someone screaming, "Everything's free today, free!" And then some people like, shooting games, goldfish, scopes, choco bananas. And then we see Luffy, Chopper, just in one avatar, just running around. As Luffy eats a bunch of stuff, as Yamato also running around eating everything, as we see some of the kids that were teaching, I guess they just kind of accepted everything they were being told now. As I see a bunch of people smiling, then we have Luffy saying, Yakisoba, Yokiyaki, grilled squid candy apple, boy, there's cotton, Chopper's like, cotton candy, it's my first festival, this is so much fun. Guys, it's Yamato, the one who's saying this. Then we have people saying, Rocket, as they have some, I'm gonna live there, Rocket Brook, as then we have Brook there, yeah, listen up for this time, for the next song. We'll play our favorite of my friend and yours, Brother Odin, which I guess, I guess that's like Hiro is saying, I guess Brook and Hiro are not performing, as, as then we have the Hiro saying, it's Moon Princess, and then we have a bunch of people like, oh, Princess Hiyori! So yeah, then we cut to beneath the castle of the main castle. Then we have uh, what's his name? I'm forgetting his name again. Kotetsu, I think it was Tokuyama Kotetsu, I think. And he's like, "Are you curious?" Nico Robin, as he's approaching her in the basement. As then Robin's like, "Mr. Tango, how did you know?" And she's looking at some of those dolls. They have Tango saying, "That's my Kokeshi doll collection. Aren't they just the cutest?" As Robin's like, "Not really." As the Tango is like, "Oof." But as then Robin be like, "But why is your collection here? This is the room where as then the Tango's like, "This is the room where I keep my hobby secret." I was in prison. in here for several years, you see. And then I was taken aback. And then I was like, imprisoned? Who are you? I thought you were a blacksmith. And yeah, you pretty much all know where this reveal is going there. And then it was like, I had some skill at forging katana, but it was only for fun. Ruling a kingdom can be so tiring. So yeah, like everyone thought once this scene was happening, like even if you didn't read the spoilers or you read the chapter weeks beforehand, well, weeks before I got to the action, you would probably guess where this is gonna go. As they have Tengu removing the mask, as I was like, huh? As we see a bit of a face of Tengu, as we find out Tengu is actually Momonosuke's grandfather. As then we have Tengu saying, my name is Kuzuki Sukiyaki, the father of Kuzuki Oden, former shogun of Wano, Kuzuki Sukiyaki, as in title box they're saying also. So yeah, as then we have Robin saying, does Momo know? Isn't there like, no, and I have no intention of telling him. Although perhaps the Vastos are aware. So yeah, she's saying like maybe some of the Vastos know that maybe like Hinayama but does, but for most they don't know. As then we have Tengu say, Sukiyaki saying, I am the very man who allowed Orochi to seize control of the land of Wano. How could I dare go public and declare my survival? By the time I finally escaped from this room with my life intact, Odin had died and Wano in a was terribly changed. Which means that he was actually living, which means that he was in prison there for a while, actually. Actually, if you really think about it, this is probably another reason why Orochi was paranoid, because Sukiyaki actually escaped. So imagine hearing the fact news that the grandfather escaped, he's in prison down there, and I'm assuming Orochi wasn't giving him proper meals and all that. But regardless, we have Sukiyaki saying, I thought of committing seppuku right on the spot. As everyone was saying, wait, Mr. Tengu, I am certain that somewhere in this country is the ancient weapon, Pluton. As they have Soka just throwing the mask down by the fact she knows that. As then we have I'm saying the poneglyph in Alabasta said it was here. As they was saying it is. He says it with a despaired face, which now does raise the question of where Pluton is in Wano. The thing is, I feel like it has to be somewhere where it's hidden but not known. It has to be some unknown location. But I have no idea where it could be unless. Oh my god, please. Oh my god. The one characters who are probably the closest to Pluton right now, considering everything, are probably Big Mom and Kaido. Well, this is not looking good. But regardless, we'll see about that. I guess we're gonna finally get addressed on at least one of the ancient, well, the second ancient weapon. But we'll see about that fund. Anyways, then we cut to former executive camp Udon. Is there's like a big explosion, and we guys basically like, oh! Then we get like a new old maid, and a few of the beast pirates be in the air. It's like, oh, as they're all dry, as there like vines coming from them, as there was some blood. Then we see a king there, which I'm not sure if that is where he and big Queen Erdrea later, as we see in the next panel, or if that's where he was from because he was captured or something. Like I don't know really where, but we see him tangling vines, bandaged up, and getting pierced. And some of the beast pirates are King. King's like, oh, I guess his invincible power isn't as great as we all thought they would. Excellent, anyone who thought he was invincible. As there we see, as he's actually finding out he's not actually drained back. He seems to be badly drained right now. Then we see Queen getting pissed as well. As he says something like, Queen, oh! As then Queen's like, I'm supposed to be the guy who stays round. As he's going down. As then we see the Green Bull saying to Green, I want you not to test me, didn't I? A guy in my position can't go around getting beat by pirate subordinates. Then if he doesn't have any spare manpower to send around performing cleanup, and you're just who I thought you were. And then Queen's like, oh, and he's like just slamming onto Queen, which I'm guessing this means that Green Bull actually knows of Queen's relationship with Vegapunk. And yeah, Or maybe he just meant the Queen as the Beast Pirates, but I think he was supposed to be more Vegapunk, but again, how would he know that information? But I feel like he'll probably be informed. But regardless, let's not get into tangent about this. So yeah. No, before anyone says, I feel my stake on the battle here is that Queen and King are just not that healed much. Like, they'll heal because we see a bandage on King, but I don't think it was that much of healing. I think it's like, oh, remember, after they were beat by Sanji and Zoro, King and Queen actually got thrown off the island and fell down. So you have to also put the impact damage. And while there was a bit of a gap between healing, you also have to remember that no one really all that special medical work was healing. It was pretty much like basic. Like, you know, at the end of Whole Cake Island, Brule came to Katakuri and started healing him. Yeah, I think it's about that level of healing. Like, they know medical work, but they don't know anything special. So I feel like it was pretty disadvantage. Plus, by Lucifer could also have been a surprise attack. So in short, it was definitely a disadvantage and a cheap shot by Greenpool. How even stated he can't. That Levi is too weak on manpower. So again, it's no reason. So anyways, then we see, and also while he's doing it, he has like one of his vines going to the barrel as he just slams it to the ground as he's like, bah! And then we have the Grimble saying, the booze tastes like crap, needs more time to age. So yeah, he's complaining about it. As then we have his star copy like Navy HQ Admiral Ryukyu Maki. As we see here, something we don't get his name was Doubtful, but he seems to have some kind of plant type Devil Fruit, like most people expected. As we see those plant vines coming from his hands. No, I'm not sure if this is supposed to be a Paramecia, Logia, or Zoan. Zoan, but neither is a plant, to, like we all thought. My guy is on a mythical Zoan fruit, but we'll see on that front. Anyways, there we have Maki calling in HQ as I click back. Hello, this is it's me. I'm in Wano. So he's down to the officer like send me a battle shape. As they were having one of the people be like, oh, the guy who Ryuku, and don't you dare squeal to Kazuki. Got it? Bye. Click. Yeah, I guess that means that he doesn't want Sora to know about this, which is, I guess, more of like I want to surprise him, like a birthday gift or something. Is there Ryuku just moving there, like moving away from the like, we kind of to feel everyone be like, I like that guy's got cut to no corners attitude. I want to hear him say, "You did good." When I bring him this kid's house, as looking Luffy's wanted poster, he's laughing, rah ha ha. So yeah, apparently, in case anyone was wondering where Ryuko sides between Fujitora, Kizaru, and Akainu, he's someone who wants to be praised by Akainu. So yeah, he is gonna be an anime from all perspectives. Anyway, or at least for now. Anyways, then we got to the Flower Capital. As then we have Luffy on top of one of the buildings or something. Be like, okay, but listen up, Ninja Pirate Ming Samurai. Is there someone like, who's that guy? Spit it, pal. As I guess some people are not won't inform me that Luffy was in charge or was the one who saved the day. As they have Luffy screaming, Royal servants, Yakuza, land of Wano! As they have Luffy saying, you guys all fought hard! Lead a to-. And then someone saying, lead a toast, you're the party leader! And someone screaming. As then we have Momonosuke looking at Luffy. He's having a bit of a flashback with a conversation he had after Luffy wake up. And it seems like Yamato's actually holding Luffy because that was very immediately when he got. As then we have Yamato, Luffy telling Momonosuke, "Don't tell one about me." As Momonosuke like, "But why not?" As Momonosuke like, "Because then I'll be a hero." I remember Luffy is no hero. The conversation on Fishman Island pretty much confirmed that. Instead of Kid approaching them, it's like Straw Hat, and Luffy knows him. Instead of Kid, jumping, like, if I get rid of you right now, and Luffy's like, hey, Jaggy, is there someone launch? And they come to couples. And then I have Luffy. Okay, separation of tomorrow's meals. Here goes. And then Luffy stretches his arms around Jaggy and then like shoves him to have a hug with Jaggy. As there we have Luffy screaming, King Pie, a toast to this party. Let's drink the night away. As they all celebrate as Luffy is well, it looks to me it look like Jaggy and Luffy are dancing like friends there. They were like, yay, yay. As they all happy as ever, we see a few familiar looking samurai there. And then we got a panel where we see Sanji, Nami, and Shinobu there. Then we see a panel with Frankie, Zoro, Denjiro, and Usopp. Then we see a battle of Raizo, Toko, and what's her name again? I always forget her name. Was it Toki? Not Toki. I think it was a T something, but I can't remember exactly. Then we see a panel with the Minks all celebrating, yay, yay! Then we see a panel with the few of the Yakuza being all, yes, respectively. We can't find out they have like little cups and that, in like these little plates you drink of. Well, everyone has like giant barrels. As so we have someone saying, these bars sure do love to carry on. In all my life, I never heard. Then we see Kinemon and Sue there. I guess she survived. If they are also shaking up there. Then we see Otama, her adopted mommy, Hamlet, and her animals there. As someone's like, oh, a party this big is ridiculous. Then we see for the last double page span of this chapter, we see the hard pirates celebrating. I guess they immediately came to enjoy the party. The kid pirates, they also celebrating the party and eating. And then we cut to Luffy and Kid as Kid just like gets out of that hold as he's like, why are you wrapping your arm around me? Just look at this. I came here to eliminate you. I've got no idea what happened on the outside wall, but as he shows the paper, and Luffy gets like his eyes out. As then we see, this is who they are calling the four emperors now. And it was like, what? As we see, Shake, right here, Shanks, Blackbeard Teach, Marshall D. Teach, Monkey D. Luffy, Straw Hat Luffy, as well as probably the biggest surprise to everyone, and the one that everyone was talking about, funny enough, the Buggy, the genius jester, Buggy, as the new four emperors. And everyone was just going crazy after that because Buggy is one of the emperors now. Which funny enough, there were actually two foreshadowings for it. Like one, it was an early, I think it was a volume around 20 and 24, where you had these four be on a panel there. Well, and also in a where we see all these there, as well as in anime, there's like a one scene where Bug's like, "Ha! What's next? Am I gonna be a Yonko?" After he was revealed to be a warlord. So yeah, yeah, we understand this. I do feel like this might be in reaching the danger of, all right, how far can this joke go before it's just ruined, or it's just annoying? But yeah, as it stands, for my opinion, I don't. It depends on how it's gonna be handled. I feel like I'm sure Buck is still gonna be a weakling, but I'm just curious on how it's gonna be resulted in. So yeah, anyways, there we have Green Bull be like, sounds like they're having a grand old time up there. Well, the Navy ain't in any mood to celebrate you, brats. As he's walking there, as we also see like a bunch of flowers coming from him. It's like, the world so is on one unholy mess right now. So yeah, full of shame what's happening around the world. Which all makes me think that once One Piece comes back from the break, it's going to go into that. And when it's gonna return from the break is actually July 24th. So yeah, that's the next chapter. So yeah, as for what's gonna happen, I expect the next chapter is gonna be mostly a explanation to what happened in the world. Well, the other chapter is gonna be Green Bull showing up and doing shit. We might also have like a little battle between Luffy and Kid, but that's pretty much it. Not expecting anything. I'm not expecting like super top things to happen, but we'll see what's gonna happen. So you got this chapter was your like standard wrap up chapter, like nothing more with extra bonus of what's going to happen in the next chapter, with what happened in the world, and Green Bull making his appearance to go into like how it's gonna continue. Surprisingly enough, there's no end of Wano yet, so you do have to wonder on how the Warlock is gonna add because there's still no end of Act One type of or Act Three. I think we are at, but yeah, we'll see where this goes. Huh? I wonder, Mr. Moon's statement about there being remember how Mr. Monge makes statements about the raid failing and the reasons why it would make sense for the raid to fail? I wonder if that's what Green Bull's here to do. Like, not to have the raid fail, but I mean, like, the reason why the raid should have failed is gonna be what Green Bull is gonna accomplish. I don't know. Leave in the comments below. So, anyways, I hope you like this chapter. I hope you leave your thoughts on this chapter in the comments below. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more videos in the future, and that's it. I can't wait to see all of you mortals next time. Goodbye.